Welcome everyone to the final of the 2024 PRT Speed Caps tournament. It's been a wild ride. These guys are going to play winner takes all 12 rounds. The player with the most caps at the end of 12 turns is your champion. So it should be a wild battle to the finish here with some great players. We'll go through them all. We've got Trunk, Plasmafield, Grimshinky, Roberto Lowe's, Zengo, and XC Dude in this one. Get adjusted here slightly so that you guys can see everything. We are in Europe Advanced. I'm your host, Mitch on Risk, here for Professional Risk Takers. Bonuses are allowed. This is the capital setting period here. Trunk playing his blue first in turn order. Let's see where he sets up his cap. As you can tell, no fog on. We'll keep track of turns for you. Okay, so he's going to cap there in France in a pretty popular cap spot. Does that limit where everyone else wants to cap there? Does Roberto Lowe's no longer go for the Gascony cap maybe? Oh, we've got the Noob Corner cap here from Grimshinky. You gotta love it. Grim playing Noob Corner here for you, for your entertainment pleasure. And Plasma goes Russia. He's going to make a Russia play right there. Okay, so we've got the France play, the Noob Corner play, the Russia play. Normally we would see a Gascony play here, but it's looking like maybe that's not the play now that you've seen the other caps. Let's see where Roberto Lowe's goes. These are the classic meta settings, a little Europe Advanced caps, but it's 12 turns. The player with the most caps at the end of 12 turns will be our champion. If multiple players are tied with the same number of caps after 12 turns, it'll go to the player earliest in turn order. Okay, so we see the North Africa cap there for Roberto Lowe's. He does have a lot of troops and material down there and territories. So I guess not that many troops. He's got 4 ones around him that he can work with. Here goes Zengo playing as white in this one. He's crying, not feeling like he's got a good cap position. Maybe it's somewhere here. Maybe it's this. Maybe one of those 3. I mean, he could bury it down here in the Orient. Be an interesting play. Okay, he does go for the Alps play. And then a real quick cap made there by XC Dude. He knew exactly where he wanted to be. He wants the Greece bonus. Let's see how this plays out here. I'm trying to make this a little bigger for you guys. See as much as possible. We got a little bit of a small UI here, so we'll work with what we got. Okay, so we see a full French play here for Trunk. He gets pretty good dice, and he is going to take France and move those back into the cap most likely. Plasma thinks he got too good of dice. The idea is first in turn order has a huge advantage here, and sixth in turn order has that advantage of the end cap roll. So let's see what 2 through 5 comes up with in this game. Remember, it's winner takes all. Second place means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so we're going to see a full-on Noob Corner play here from Grim. He's going to start with just taking the UK bonus. Then working up to Iceland. So we see 2 bonuses taken there right next to each other. Plasma's going big bonus. I like the aggressive play. He's going to work on Russia. He wins the 3-on-1. He's going to need really good dice here. No way he goes all the way. Too risky to lose your cap. So he's going to move the 5 back probably. No, he rolls a 5-on-2. He goes full aggro. I like the play from Plasma here though. You're third in turn order. So it feels like you got no control in the game. So he puts a 3 cap there, takes Russia. Let's see how that works for him. Does Roberto do the same here in North Africa? Or in West Africa? Okay, he's going to leave a 4 on the cap. So we've got a 3 cap and a 4 cap after turn 1. Very interesting. These guys in middle in the turn order know that they've got to be aggressive and make some sort of play here. So love the idea from them here in turn 1. Let me put up our turn counter so that we can keep track of where we're at in this thing. Up here is best. No, there's good. Okay, and so we see a 7 cap, a really nice Alps cap there in the Dinaric Alps for Zengo, and then XC Dude's going to get the Greece bonus. And he even sets up for a second bonus turn 2. Okay, so we're seeing an aggro play here also from XC Dude likely. He rolls the 4-on-1, gets it. Is he roll the three? He gets both three. He gets a 4-on-1 and a 3-on-1 down in North Africa to take 2 bonuses turn 1. What does he move up? Okay, he goes with a 7 cap here. 2 bonus play turn 1, and we go into turn 2 here with some very interesting early plays from these guys. We get the good game from XC Dude early. Do we see some limiting effort put against Trunk here? Does anyone go for the 3 cap of Plasma? A lot going in here to turn 2. Let's see how aggressive these guys play. We've seen very conservative plays overall in the tournament, but you won't see conservative plays here in the final most likely, because these guys are the ones that have found the way to win in this tournament, and have figured out the format and figured out how to move through. Remember, 4 of the 6 won in the semifinals when they had to win to get here to the final. Trunk goes second bonus. He wants the Germany bonus. I don't think he gets to hold on to that, but we'll see. That's a 5-on-1 to finish the Germany bonus. He moves 2 down into the cap to make it an 8 cap there for Trunk. Okay, so Grim finishes off Noob Corner, takes the Iceland bonus. And he doesn't have much of a guard there, but probably doesn't need it. Plasma gets to holds Russia and holds his 3 cap. So the aggressive play pays off for Plasma. Where does he go from here? We're seeing the board carved up very similar to how we would in meta settings, except they've been a little more aggressive in taking bonuses. So let's see how the turn pressure starts to build for these guys, knowing that they've only got 12 turns to earn a title. Roberto Lowe's also got to hold the West Africa bonus. His cap is logged. So does he go for Spain or Italy? Or does he feel like he's got to stick with his +6 of West Africa? Plasma and Roberto in arguably the worst seats for Speed Cap's format, 3rd and 4th in turn order, but they do have 2 solid bonuses, and they got to hold them very cheaply on turn 1. Yeah, so we see the Italy play here for Roberto Lowe's. Zango giving him an oops because Zango wanted the Italy play. So we probably split guards? Yeah, he goes 3 and 6 to split guard there. Moves 2 back onto his bonus. Where does Zango go from here then? Zango yawns. Exceedu down to 23 troops, but he hasn't been touched at all here. Super good neighbor play has allowed Plasma, Roberto, and Exceedu to live through kind of risque turn 1s. Yeah, Zango just starts working on another bonus. Nobody has broken Trunk. I don't think Exceedu's really in position to do it. We'll see if he does. But letting first in turn order hold those 2 bonuses may be a mistake. He rolls out a 2v1. He takes out 1 Trunk external. Now, is there any possibility of coming back and getting Trunk here? We go into turn 3. Trunk's on 43 troops, sitting in first in turn order. Huge advantage to first in turn order if everyone just plays nicely. You get to build your big cap up and make it very tough for anyone else to win. XC Dude's got the least reason to go after Trunk because he's got that chance for that late game cap roll. But the other 4 players have a huge reason to go for breaking Trunk and limiting his access to the board. See if Trunk adds to his exteriors. He's just got a 1 here in the Orient and a 3 here in Eastern Europe. Now he wants Spain. He goes 3rd bonus, the greed on this guy. 3 bonuses for first in turn order. Can you believe it? Oh, I thought we were going to see a 20 on 12 cap roll. That would have been wild from Grim. Oh, he has a slider error. He's going to break, and he has a slider error, but he gets the roll even though it's not 100%. Okay, and he goes 13 back to the cap here in turn 3. Here goes Plasma. He's got his Russia play. He just goes for an Orient. Ultimate greed mode from these players. 6 on 3? No, he holds off there. Leaves a 10 on the cap currently and moves back so he can finish off that bonus next turn. He does take Trunk out of the Orient. So Trunk's only position currently outside of his bonus areas is that 3. Right next to Plasma's cap. Okay, I think Roberto Lowe's maybe takes Spain here. Let's see. Oh, he's going after XC, dude. He could have taken Spain. That would have been an interesting play too. But it looks like he's building this 10 to come through XC dude this way. Interesting play from Roberto here. Again, these are the players that navigated their way all the way to the finals in this new format of a tournament for caps. So they understand how aggressive you have to be to win these games. And Roberto just goes for a single break there of Chad. And he moves down into it and leaves a 12 stack there. Let's see if Zengo's still cool with Roberto holding that Italy bonus or if he wants it back. Okay, Roberto plays for the Scandinavia bonus to take his second bonus. In 40 here for XC dude, he's at 40 troops on the field. He just had his bonus stolen and sat in by Roberto Lowe's. Roberto, the troop leader, at 49 here at the end of turn 3. We go into turn 4, where it all starts to get a little more interesting. Trump got broken by Grim. Let's see if he reacts at all. 2 of his 3 bonuses got broken by Grim, which seemed like the right play from second in turn order, because he's just stuck behind Trunk no matter what. He's got to keep him a little bit weaker. Okay, so Trunk's going to guard with like a 10 there next to Grim. Nope, he moves everything back onto the cap. Worried about his cap. He leaves his cap at 19. Grim breaks the other side of Trunk. He breaks all 3 bonuses. Grim relentless on Trunk right here, saying, hey guys, we got to keep this guy weak. I would like to win the title. Does Plasma finish off the Orient here? Let's see. Looks like he will. He's adding to his 6 there. XC dude laughing. Zengo laughing. Plasma saying, hey, I've got Russia, why don't I add in the Orient here in turn 4? And he does, and he leaves a 7 there potentially? No, he splits off. So he leaves a 3 there to guard, and he guards his Russia bonus on the south with a 5. Now here goes Roberto Lowe's. Last turn he broke XC dude there in North Africa. Now it looks like he's adding... No, he's not going to roll 5 on 2, probably into Spain. He just takes a territory in Eastern Europe and sits there with a 3 stack. Okay, Zengo got to hold his 2 bonuses for the first time this game. He gets a thumbs up from Chad here. And he fist bumps back to Chad saying, we're good, I'm not going to break your Greece bonus, I think. Wonder if Trunk tries to retaliate against Grim coming up through here. Now remember, Trunk's in the driver's seat. He's first in turn order, so it's going to force other people to make moves before he has to. So he may not do that. We'll see. A lot of different adds here from Zengo. He splits up this fortify across, or this draft across the board. All right, here goes Chad. He breaks Plasma. Okay, he's not going to let Plasma have those 2. And we move in here to turn 5 of 12. One more turn until we see those trades start happening. Trunk wants his bonuses back. Thank you very much, Grim. He doesn't have enough troops to really guard it. So Grim's doing a good job kind of keeping the pressure on Trunk here. Trunk's at 37 troops, Grim's at 36. Plasma must feel like he might have an opportunity to sneak something from those guys. The 2 players in front of him in turn order, both losing troops to each other. So 2 bonuses now for Trunk here. Grim does not break on that turn. Plasma takes back his bonus, does not break Chad in retaliation. Let's see what Roberto does. Does he go through Trunk? Or does he come further to the right here in North Africa? He could go this way, or he could go this way, or he could just take a card up here in Eastern Europe. We'll see. Looks like he's maybe just going to take a card in North Africa. He's got a 21 stack there in North Africa, and he goes right just one spot. Leaves a 19 there, setting in Chad's old bonus. Last in turn order sitting on 39 troops and a single bonus for Chad. Zengo was in trouble early. He's gotten to hold 2 bonuses now for a while. He's kept the cap locked here of Trunk. He's been very focused in not hitting those 2 blue ones, making sure that 17 stays only pointed at Roberto there, headed downward. Notice also Roberto only leaves a 2 here, just in case Trunk gets the inkling to go down and out. He doesn't want to lose a big stack there. Just to help you with these numbers, this is a 38 cap here for Zengo, a 17 cap for Trunk, a 22 cap for Grim, a 38 from Chad, a 28 from Plasma, and a 10 down here from Roberto. Those are your cap numbers as of the start of turn 6 here, where we're going to see our first set of trades. Trunk would like his 3rd bonus back. He is relentless in continuing to take back those bonuses. Grim's going to get the 6th trade here. Let's see what he does with it. No cap roll, no 38 on 24 cap roll. He's just going to go back to breaking 2 bonuses. Is he going to steal Spain? Grim would like Spain, thank you very much, Trunk. Don't know how that's going to go. He'll move his stack back to his cap after this. It's at a 27 there. Let's see if he moves everything back. Yeah, he does. He leaves it a 27 cap there guarding the noob corner. And he says thanks. And Roberto is curious what happened there. Plasma gets 2 big bonuses. He's at 89 troops after he trades in his 8. He is more than double Trunk first in turn order. Does Plasma make the big game move here? 57 on his cap. Remember, bounties don't help you here, but caps do. The player with the most caps at the end of this thing will be crowned champion of the Speed Caps Invitational. Pretty conservative move there for Plasma. Leaves a 54 on his cap, but it's open to go attack whoever he wants to when he sees a weak cap available. Only a 10 cap down here for Roberto Lowe's, but he's got some guards around it. He's got a 3-point guard on his bonus with a 20, a 30, and a 10. Now he takes a 38. And he heads through to break Plasma? No, he just wants another bonus. He wants North Africa. Oh, he also breaks Chad. We get the good game from Chad. The 38 stack is locked, only pointed north for Chad because his 2 1s there blocking it off from retaliating through Roberto. But he could go left. Chad could take this stack through here and try to hurt Roberto. Only an 18 on the cap for Roberto. Let's see how it's all played out here. This is going to get interesting for sure. Zengo gets the 12 trade. He's at 79 troops. He's come back from a rougher... Oh! Zengo opens up the path for Chad to react here. Let's see how much Chad would like to react. It's a 15 trade for Chad. He hits a 32 stack of Roberto. He goes and breaks everything. And probably moves... Oh no, he wants the bonus. He wants the North Africa bonus back. Breaks Plasma while he's at it. Fine with creating extra enemies. He's going to break everything that Roberto has. He also doesn't open his cap while he does all of that. Moves the 13 back to cap. And here we go. Turn 7. The fireworks have started, everybody. Does someone start making cap runs? Chad's on 30 troops. Trunk would just like his France bonus back. He's got France and Germany now. Moves back on cap with that. Grim has played very aggressively, trying to knock down Trunk all game. Does he break him again here? Let's see. Just a take a card and pass here from Grim. He's just got 2 1s sitting there. No, he's got a 3 and a 1 sitting there in Eastern Europe. See if Plasma reacts at all to Chad breaking. Or does Plasma just go take the cap? Plasma takes the cap, only loses 16 on the 13. Chad down to 13 troops. He also wants Chad's cards. Let's see. He can only move back to 1 cap unless he gets this kill. So he's got to split this right. He's going to have to use his card trade to get on the other cap. Chad's first final in PRT is not in the way he wanted, but great tournament for Chad next Dude here. He goes out first in the Speed Caps final to Plasma Field. GG's Chad, and well played by Plasma. Okay, so what are these caps going to look like here for Plasma Field? Again, we're counting points over on the side. Points don't matter here, it's just the win. So he puts 20 back on that cap. He's got 24 on the other side. So those caps aren't invincible. Obviously, they're not going to... Surely they're not going to let Plasma hold all of those spots. Plasma now in the lead, set to win the Speed Caps Invitational as of turn 7. He's got 2 caps. That would be enough for the win at this point. Let's see how the rest of these players react. Trunks now not enemy number 1. It's now Plasma who's 3rd in turn order. And Roberto just takes back his bonuses. It doesn't even break Plasma. He's still in attack phase. He still could roll a 3-on-1 if he wanted to. But it looks like he's not going to. Plasma's sitting with 4 bonuses as of right now. Zingo saying, why aren't you breaking something? Trunks saying, why aren't you breaking something? And Roberto just goes in cap stacks of 45 on his locked cap. Alright, Zingo breaks Russia here. That's how he's lining up. Does he break Greece also? Okay, he breaks Russia and Greece, so he does 2 of the 4 bonuses. However, it's going to be tough for someone else to get down to the other ones before Plasma's turn. Trunk can't get around to help. Grim can't really get to the other bonuses, so Plasma's going to get 2 bonuses to hold. Just going through these caps again. Okay, that's the 25 trade for Grim on 4. This is a 70 cap, 48, currently 58 here for Grim. 24, 21, and 45. Those are your 6 caps right now. 83 cap now for Grim in noob corner here. That's an 83. 30 troops here for Plasma. Trades on 4. Gets to really build up these caps now with a 41 to 54. Probably just plays super conservatively. Takes a bonus. Why not? He's obviously not going to open up Zengo to him, but Zengo can easily go around. No big deal for him to go up through that if he needs to get over here with his big cap stack. Also, Grim has great access. No, not really. Grim would have to come up, either go through Trunks' cap, or come down and around, something like that. Wait, we're in turn 8, right? Did I miss it during all the activity there? Pretty sure this is turn 8. We've traded in 3 cards. Trunk sitting on 5, so we're on turn 8. About to be on turn 9 of 12. Just a single hit from Zengo here. Again, Plasma currently sits in the driver's seat. He's got 2 caps in his first PRT tournament championship on the line. Unless someone can take one of those caps from him. Trunk taking Roberto out of the top part of the map. He's going for an Eastern Europe bonus. Interesting. Trunk now with an 80 cap there in France. 83 cap for Grim, pointed right at it. 146 troops for Plasma. If nothing else changes, Plasma must be very happy. Sorry, we're in turn 9 now. Grimm saying, I don't have access. I need access to get over there, and you guys aren't breaking him, and you're not giving me access over there. I think that's what he's signaling. Plasma now at 172 troops. Is there any way he doesn't win this thing? Roberto's setting up a 4 there in Italy, like he's going to break Zango in Greece. I mean, in the Alps. Feels like the other 5 players, or the other 4 players, a bit paralyzed with what they can do here to come at Plasma. I think it starts with breaking his bonuses. Yeah, it looks like Roberto's gotten the message there that he needs to break. He only breaks 1. Does he go all the way through to the Orient? Plasma may be feeling, or Roberto may be feeling a bit betrayed by Zango, because Zango opened up Exceedu to hit him, so he's not feeling like he wants to be a team player anymore and go break Plasma. Maybe that's what's going on with Roberto. Is he made the effort to kind of move the game forward and Zango immediately betrayed him? Don't know for sure that's what he's thinking, but possibly. Zango breaks one of the bonuses. I don't know if he's going to go all the way through. He's slowly thinking about each territory here. Okay, we go into turn 10. Each of these players has just the 3 turns left in their Speed Caps Invitational run. They've fought so hard to get to this point. Can they find a way to win the title? Grimm with 103. Does he just go roll a 54 cap? No. He blocks his cap off. Credit to Plasma so far in this one. He was super aggressive turn 1, took Russia, and just bet on everybody being super good neighbor and buddy-buddy. They let him hold it. They let him sit with a 3 cap turn 1. And it allowed him to build up a troop advantage that made taking a cap and holding 2 caps very doable for him. So he came from a very tough spot after round 1 and was able to get into this position here in turn 10. Roberto with a 59 stack sitting over there. 61 on cap, 59 off. He's now got a 74 off cap here in North Africa. Looks like he's just going to wait and roll it late in the game, is what his plan is. Roberto and Zango both question each other there. Oh, it's a break. Okay, he also breaks Greece. The Alps, not Greece. Zango just moves 1 territory further in, takes back his bonus. Zango sitting with 136 on cap, 99 for Trunk, 109 for Grimm. 65 and 68 are the 2 caps for Plasma, a 61 for Roberto down in West Africa. Trunk yawns as we move in here to turn 11. Trunk leaving a bunch of 2s around is an interesting play. Now he's slow rolling down the Plasma cap. He gets great dice to start. And not so great dice after.
This is fine. This is fine.
He's taken 6 off of Plasma's cap here, but he lost 13. I think if you roll a little more into it, you maybe get someone convinced to go for it. See what Grimm does. Grimm's cap's completely locked now. He's taken 2 territories that blocked in his 109 cap here. So he can't go anywhere unless he goes through the trunk cap, which is even bigger than his. So I'm not sure what the play is here. It looks like he's just going to break Zingo and take a card. He does. And Plasma gets to hold a bonus again. He's up to 192 troops. He's got 2 caps. How this last turn breaks out is interesting. How do they just start rolling caps? Hoping for a really good cap roll. It's a break of Trunk by Plasma. He breaks both Trunk spots. Likely thinking Trunk's the most likely to come after him. I'm not sure. Roberto with an 87. Does he take that 87? Does he trade and roll up and try to take a Plasma cap? Is he waiting for turn 12 to do that? Is he waiting for turn 12 to roll Zengo and try to kill Zengo in his last turn so Zengo can't come back at him? Maybe that's Roberto's play here. Add everything to the 87 when he trades, goes and rolls the Zengo cap, and then cleans up the top somehow. That might make sense from Zengo's point of view. I mean, from Roberto's point of view. The problem is, even if he takes 2 caps in that situation, he still loses. He's at 2 caps, Plasma's at 2 caps, Plasma's early in turn order, so Plasma would be the winner in that scenario. So that's not the play. Unless Chaos breaks out before that. He does make a 69 cap, which is solid. All right, everyone going to 5 cards here. They want to save all their juice for that last turn. And here we go, final turn of the Speed Caps Invitational. Trunk will be first here. What can he do? He's trading for 50 here. He's got 111 sitting on his cap, but his cap only points down through Roberto here. He can basically get anywhere on the board, though. What does Trunk do? Yeah, so we think Zingo just sitting there waiting in the Alps with his 140 stack to go hit one of Plasma's next turn and finish with 2 caps. Trunk goes and opens up Roberto. It's just going to come down to dice between Zingo and Plasma, maybe? Now remember, Plasma gets to trade. Plasma also could try to knock down Zingo. Have Roberto roll him? I don't know. We'll see. 55 trade here for Grim. The only roll he can make is off of his cap. He's got 124 sitting on it. He's got 155 on the trunk cap next to him. Trunk sitting on 1 cap basically has no way to win now. He's first in turn order, but there's no way that someone won't end on 2 caps. It'll be the same for Grim after this turn if he doesn't end on 2 caps. Let's see if he rolls Trunk here. He does not. Okay, so I think that's the end for Trunk and Grim. Can Plasma do anything to defend himself against Zengo here? Or does he just split the 60 between his 2 caps? No, he adds everything to 1 cap. Now he could hit a 2 in between and reshape him. But he's got a 125 and a 95 cap. He's trying to make Zingo go to the 95 cap and roll through a couple of Trunk 2s on the way. So he's got a 100 and a 125 cap. Here goes Roberto Lowe's. He gets his 65 on the trade. He's at 238 troops. Roberto thinking through it here. Is there anything he can do? Or are we just going to see a 200 v 100 cap roll to end the game? Zingo and Plasma, probably the 2 players we thought were in the weakest position after turn 1 or 2. And it looks like the game's going to come down to those 2 players. $160 here for Roberto. What does he do with it? Nothing. He just moves him back to the cap. Okay, here we go, folks. It's a 216 on the cap, rolling the 125. 53% roll, he goes up to the other cap. Hoping for some clean dice, loses just a couple of troops. 100% roll for the win. Zango is your champion of the 2024 PRT Speed Caps Invitational. Congrats to Zango. GG's to all these guys. Plasmafield, Trunk, Grimshanky, Roberto Lowe's, and XCDU96 on their run to the final. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm at Mitch on Risk here, streaming for Professional Risk Takers. Congrats to Zango on his first title in the PRT Tour. It comes here in Speed Caps. And we'll see you guys. If you're interested in playing in tournaments like this, join Professional Risk Takers. You can go to professionalrisktakers.com, click Join PRT, and you can become the newest member and try to win tournaments like Zango did just here today. So that's it for today. We'll talk a little post-game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.